What's up, gamers? It's me, Thydrin, and today we're going to be reviewing a little bit of a wacky manga. Now, it's a little infamous in the community for stirring up conversation because of its recent anime adaptation. And this manga is called My Life as Inukai-san's Dog. I heard how wacky, abhorrent, just generally bad this thing was, and so naturally I wanted to give it a read. And I'll give my thoughts here, but first, if we're going to be talking about some NSFW, 18 plus, lewd stuff in this video, so if you're not okay with that, here's your chance to exit. And I'll just get into the plot synopsis. So, the whole thing starts with the main character in the rain, wondering what the hell's happening. Why is he here? He was in his room like a moment ago. And then he sees his crush kneel down and pick him up. And she says that he's going to be hers from now on. Now, it takes him a while, but eventually he gets into a bath with her. And sees that he is a dog. He is Inukai-san's dog now. And basically, from here on out, it's just wacky, like a general... here's... Oop, I accidentally saw her boobs. It's just, it's an ecchi anime, more or less. I can't even describe it as not an ecchi. So there's a lot of boobs. There's a lot of everything in this. And, that's about all I can tell you. If that's what's got you interested in it, good for you, check it out, and then come back, because now I'm going to get into spoiler territory. So, this video is about me catching up to the manga. If you just wanted a general, like, synopsis of, like, here's something to get me interested, that was that. But now we're going to get into the actual review of the manga that I caught up to. Now, as of right now, I believe 51 is the latest chapter, and it's... Wow, that chapter is wild. But, honestly, I'd have to start with the plot. And, to be honest, I think the plot is actually really fucking good. Like, early on, obviously, it has its rough spots, but that's the same with, like, every manga. Early on, they kind of, like, establish this is what we're going to be doing. This is what we need to get you interested in. We can't spend too much time having filler. We can't have too much time, like, building character arcs too early. So that's kind of what it is like for this one. At the beginning, it's just like, screw it. Just drop some titties. It'll work. Or, screw it. Let's just make them do something unawarely horny. You know, just wacky stuff like that. But later on, the plot gets really decent when it comes to, like, character motivations, like, why everything is happening. It's just really good. And then, it's just, honestly, like, obviously there's the unnecessary stuff, like the one weird toothbrush chapter, where this girl almost I'm not going to go on any further, but there's a whole panel that's just like, what an impressive toothbrush you have there. Like, obviously there's that stuff, but I'd say that, it's really good. When it comes to the plot, this is definitely a solid, like, 6 or 7 out of 10, which it doesn't sound that good, but if it was just, like, the pure plot and we didn't have titty drops every, like, chapter or two, I'd probably say it's, like, an 8 or so, because it is genuinely interesting. Like, obviously, yeah, she's attracted to dogs like people are to other people, but, I'm not one to judge. That sounds bad. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know your experiences. I don't know why I should judge you. As for characters, I think they're all pretty nicely written. Obviously, they're not, like, complex or anything. They usually just have, like, a gimmick or two. But I genuinely like some of the characters. I liked Kara and Inukai. I liked Inari. I liked Uno. I liked pretty much every character that's been shown that's like a main character. I really liked. Because like Usagi Tsurishiro, she's like the cliche almost yandere, where she's just obsessed and almost possessive of her senpai, and she does have good reason to be like in love with him, and it's because when nobody else accepted her, he did. Or like what was it? Same thing with Inukai. She has her whole reason for being weirdly dog obsessed. Uh, what's her name? Mike. Mike is just generally a really nice character. I think she's really cute, but not my type. Inari is a very interesting character as well because she's obsessed with like trying to erase her own abnormal feelings so she can feel normal like everybody else. It's just really well, like, it's just really nicely written characters. Well written's a bit of a stretch, but I really liked it. Now, the art is really good. I mean, like, obviously there's some wacky pages or panels, such as with any manga. There's gonna be like some wacky angles where you see like more nose than there is the rest of their body. It's just what happens. I can say this as a digital artist myself. Drawing everything from angles is really weird. But honestly, despite all those wacky stuff, there are a few couple like genuinely beautiful pages or panels that I really like. And as for the NSFW side, bits are drawn well. I like it. And for the humor, I actually really fucking like the humor. This is like the funniest thing I've read in like, I don't know, maybe a year or two. It might not even be intentionally funny. It's just so fucking funny to me. Like all the wacky moments where it's just like, you gotta lick my foot now too, dog. Like all those wacky fucking moments. They might not even be intentionally funny. They might be like, oh, here's a fetish we have to appeal to. But either way, it's really fucking funny. And like also the jokes that they do try and make are pretty damn good. Like there's a whole page where everybody's just like confessing their like weird fetishes. Like one girl's just like, I like dudes with veiny arms. And I was like, I think I like ears. And then eventually everybody go in the class says what they're into. And then some dude's just like, I really like nostrils. And everybody fucking shames him for it. Like, genuinely good setup and payoff for, like, most of the jokes. Good shit like that. Like, I binged this in a night, and I don't think I've smiled that long in a while. Which might say something more about me than the manga, but... yeah, I just really like this. Like, in total, I think I did this a solid 7 out of 10. Like, I like the NSFW stuff because it's genuinely good art. And I just like pass off all the weird moments as it's just funny. This is one of those manga where if you take it too seriously, you're just gonna suck all the fun out of it. It's kind of like a Fast and Furious movie of manga. Like Fast and the Furious, it's so fun once you turn your brain off, but if you like start thinking critically, you're just like, that dude cannot drive a car out a window and land it in another building, you know? Like, just don't take it too seriously and you'll have great fun with it. And generally, I did this, like, I don't know, a solid, if I turn off my brain, I'd give this a solid, like, top 6 manga for me. It being in 6th place. But it's just, like, lots of fun. Good little bit of humor. Overall, great manga, would recommend. Just don't take it too seriously. But yeah, with that said and done, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want. Share my video if you will. And I will talk to you all later.